Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I finally went around to go see Overcomer, which made a surprising amount of money last weekend, or honestly really shouldn't be surprised because, these are cheaply made films for a very specific, very large group of people, of audiences here in the United States, which is Christian-based faith films, and it's a Christian-based faith film. There's a lot of praying. There's a lot of talk about the Bible. There's very overtly religious songs playing in the background. Some of the scenes get really, really hokey. And I'm like, God. And also, why the hell does this movie need to be 2 hours? This did not feel like a film that should have been 2 hours. But this film is made by the Kendrick Brothers, and Alex Kendrick plays the main character in this film, John Harrison. And honestly, Alex Kendrick feels like he could be a solid lead in like a family dramedy, family comedy, and do a fine job of it. And he does in this film. There's some moments where he really got me. He really got that like dad role and really felt it. And you can tell he really cares and he has his faith and it really means something to him. And it really shows through in this film because there's literally 4 straight scenes of people praying in this film. And taking that out, I'm not trying to say anything specifically about the religious aspects, but like from a story perspective, it gets a little repetitive because it does it's like the same thing over and over again. And I'm just like, okay, we kind of get the point. Film's on the nose. Some of the dialogue's fun, but it's really on the nose, and there's not a whole lot of subtlety to this film. And this has a lot of faith in it. Because, like, if you watch the trailer, it seems like, okay, there doesn't seem to, like, it's inspirational, it's like faith kind of stuff, but, like, this really digs deep into religion and also has some interesting themes dealing with, like, a small town industry and issues like that. There's parts of the story that are very convenient, that it all kind of works out this way. And I think the biggest thing about the 2-hour runtime is there's subplots in this that felt like they didn't need to be there. They didn't really pay off to anything, and when they did pay off, it's just like this could have been done in a different way that you didn't even need to introduce any of this and could have cut a good 15-20 minutes off the movie. So there is stuff with that, and some of the performances were a little wooden and a little stilted, and the dialogue, it was hard, you could tell, for some of the actors to get some of the dialogue across because it didn't feel natural. But honestly, for a faith-based film, which I'm not saying inherently because it's faith-based, a lot of them aren't made for a whole lot of money and have a very specific purpose. And they don't wind up being films that have a whole lot of filmmaking and very artful addition to them from filmmaking perspective. This isn't like the 50s and the 60s where you'd spend huge budgets on faith-based films like Ben-Hur and make masterpieces like that. It's a very different time in Hollywood, and this is exactly what you expect it to be. And if you're expecting anything else, I'm a little shocked. Because it's pretty straightforward what this film is trying to be. And if you, like, people were clapping and feeling very inspired by this film, there's parts of it that I felt really inspired by as well. Especially with the young girl doing her running and, like, the race at the end. I'm like, yeah, I really felt for her. And could have been done in more subtle ways? Yeah, it could have. And did this look like it was a straight Hallmark movie? Yeah, it did. But if you're really into, like, if faith really means a lot to you, I think you'll get a lot out of this film. If it doesn't, I feel like it could be a little alienating, and you might not enjoy it as much. But honestly, you're probably watching this review thinking, should I really see this? But honestly, if you're somebody that's really strong with faith, Christian faith, you probably wanted to see this anyway. If you're not, you probably didn't. Unless there's, like, the few of you that are like, okay, it seems like an interesting story. Like, it's fine. It's not a great film. Would I quite say it's a good film, like, from a film perspective? No. But it'll inspire you a little bit. And sometimes we all need a little bit of that. It is too long, though. I'm going to leave that there. But let me know what you think. And let's talk some movies. And thank you, as always, for supporting your Wasteland Reviewer.